Alright, guys, I'm sitting here in the splits and I'm gonna keep working out as I talk to you. Uh, Now, this video could have many titles. It could have, I was originally thinking of titling it, I don't even know, but the final title that I decided on this video is Do you want to be nice or do you want to be a fucking success? It's a tough question, a tough choice. Uh, Being a successful person doesn't mean you don't have to be nice. It doesn't mean you don't have to be kind or whatever. But the typical definitions of nice, kind get inverted right on their fucking asses. Just like successful people do things. Most successful people do things very, very differently from the average person. I'm no different. For months, and I'm a writer, I haven't had a computer. Why? Because the last one that I bought was a piece of shit, and I'm not getting the one that I want to buy. So I'm simply not going to buy it until I fucking find the right one. My last Toshiba, it lasted for 10 years. The one before that lasted for 10 years. And you could say they don't make things like they used to. You could say this is an exercise I do often. I'll video it more. But right now I'm in the splits, as you can tell. And I'm going further and further. But so I just done got the red ass, and it's the same way with business, with life. Until I get exactly what I want, I'm not gonna fucking settle. Never settle. That's actually an advertisement I saw for a phone the other day. Anyway, last week or the week before that, I can't. I think it was. Yeah, I think it was last week. I done got the red ass, and I fucking sold off that laptop. That old laptop that had been sitting, not old, I had been using it since August, but it was like 50 times, literally 50 or 51, I've kept count, times I had to reinstall Windows on it, and, I bought it in 2019, man. 2018, but it was in December 2018. You'd expect it to last and work at least for 5 years. Battery stopped working properly 2019 May, and the goddamn hard disk conked out May 2020. So it was like, 6 months and then 1 year, 1.5 years. And ever since then, I've been having nothing but problems with that damn computer. And my last Toshiba, I gave it away. I could have sold it, I could have made money, but, it was a part of me. 10 years, I created my products on it. There was no way I was going to just give it the fuck away. Just sell it. And plus, I believe in giving things to people. That was a useful thing, but this piece of shit, I wouldn't wish it on anybody. And so I sold it. And I have no plans to get a new one. Now, a lot of you have noticed my websites are down. My websites are down right now for the last couple of days because we've been moving infrastructure over and all that. But I'm in no hurry to get them back up, It'll happen maybe next week or whatever. YouTube, bitched about certain content I did. I'm pretty sure Instagram will too at some point. And, that's what I keep talking about, telling people your own platform where nobody can fucking censor you. People don't listen. They nod their heads, yeah, but they think it won't happen to them. Believe me. If it can happen, it'll happen. One fine day you wake up, you have 1 million subscribers on YouTube, poof, they're all gone. And you start from scratch. Not if you have your own platform, though. Anyway, I've spoken about this before on YouTube, but I guess we'll do this on Instagram. A lot of people hate me. A lot of people literally hate me for being so aggressive about blocking people from my life, from deleting people from my life, from not settling, from calling out for calling out bullshit for what it is. And it was interesting when I sold that damn computer. The guy who came to pick it up. I knew he was the right guy because he asked for my location. Now, I didn't send it to him because, the GPS or whatever, because most of these guys, they'll ask for that, then they'll call you up anyway. Oh, sir, I can't find it. I find people calling me insanely fucking annoying. If I've given you the fucking GPS, then you fucking find the location, Don't fucking call me and say, sir, I can't find it or the GPS is wrong. If the GPS is wrong, then be a bit, inventive and ask somebody, I keep having this problem with food delivery guys, and not so much in China, but in India. In China, it all works like clockwork. Their GPS and stuff works a lot better. But this guy, he just showed up, bang on time. Sir, I told you I'll find it. And I had to, namaste, you're right, you're the guru. But most people can't do that, or they're too lazy to do it. So, he got it done. He got the job done, And it was interesting. While getting it done, he had to make a couple of calls to somebody else, and the other guy wasn't answering. When he finally did, dude was like, I hate it when somebody doesn't answer. And then I knew this was the universe speaking to me and telling me this is the right guy and the right fucking company to, sell this old computer to. And because I fucking hate it when people don't get back to me now. In the past, I've been too nice to people, and these people have, it could be my ex, it could be my, so-called friends or whatever, and these people have all turned around and stung me like scorpions do. All my life I got this feeling of, I know all this stuff, and so I'm going to share it with people, and now I don't. For the past many years, I haven't. I only share it with people that are truly interested, that'll pay me, that'll, or not necessarily pay me money, but that truly, into and interested in what I teach, what I promote, true success, life, And I kept getting this feeling of people mooching off of me. It was a huge problem in jobs. It was a huge problem. Many, things. People underpaying me and that kind of thing. But I hate it when people don't reply. One of my long-term customers that I've now blocked pretty much from my mind, my list. In fact, a couple of them, I gave them very aggressive discounts. Just to help them out. Not that I need to, but just to help them out. They said they needed it, so. And, they were into what I sell. And then one of them got back to me in, I believe, year before last, saying, you look a little fat, this and that. Well, a lot of guys, they, you have periods in your life but he didn't bother to ask what was going on at that time. But no excuses. Yeah, at that time, I'd let myself sort of get out of shape. But I love it when someone kicks my ass. We all need a good ass kicking at times. And his words prompted me, at this point, to do what I couldn't even do back in China when I was climbing hills for 6 hours a day, So, all good. Now, the same guy, when I contact him, ask him hard questions, he'll never reply. Anything to do with the sale or anything, he'll never reply. He's always too busy. He says his wife works him like a fucking slave. It's like a conveyor belt in a factory where, if you're making cars, and you stop for like 15 minutes or so, then the whole fucking production line gets disrupted. Now, a lot of guys choose to live that sort of cuckolded life, where like a slave, the woman. And that's fine. That's a choice that a lot of these guys make, and that's fine. But when it comes to not replying to people, man, this guy, I've been asking him, and this is what I don't get. He said that he's, I've been asking him to do up a video testimonial, which takes like 10 minutes of his time. And he's constantly told me 10 times, I would love to do it, this, that. He sent me a Skype note once. But as soon as I got that Skype note, I knew it was just an excuse, Another customer, constantly wants to get on, and this is for the other business, Zoom calls and all this sort of bullshit. He's always got some problem, always whining, moaning. He's not really a customer. He's somebody that that also does some work for me, or used to. And he's constantly, he's got this terrible website that he needs to have redesigned. And every time we get on Zoom, oh yeah, I would love to do this with you. I would love to do that. But anytime you ask him for money, he'll just ignore it. But he'll keep ranting about his own stuff. And that's people for you these days, man. They'll completely fucking ignore what you ask them or tell them. And that's been going on a while. It's just gotten worse. And this type of person, man, I just block and delete from my life. It could be a customer, it could be a well-paying customer, it could be a friend, it could be, family. I don't care. And a lot of people call me an asshole for doing this, but believe me, ever since I've adopted this mentality years ago, my own life has never been better. That's the whole point, They'll whine about, oh, you don't know how tough our lives are, this and that. Well, everybody has a tough life, especially people that don't complain usually have it toughest, and they're usually the ones that go on to achieve the most. That's the bottom line. I mean, it's usually the cuckolded sorts, the sorts that are dependent on their wives or that have this mentality of, oh my God, she's going to get in a bad mood. I have to do anything to keep my wife in a good mood, It's this sort of loser person that, and I'm sorry, but if your mentality is that, then you are a bit of a loser in that regard, and I'm being polite. It's this sort of person that complains the most about money, about living expenses going up, and all sort of bullshit. Yeah, it is, but deal with it. That's life, And this sort of person, man. So my point is, do you want to be nice or do you want to be a success? It's a choice only you can make. If you truly do what I outlined in my books, Zero to Hero and Gumption Galore, a lot of people will blast you for being an asshole, for not being nice. It's happened to me all my life. But you're also going to succeed, It's a choice only you can make, You'll have to delete people off of your life. You'll have to be fucking single-minded in your focus. You'll have to do things that your own family will hate you. You'll have to do things they'll disown you. Believe me, it's happened to everybody. People will call you an idiot, a moron. They'll troll you. It's not just about not blocking people or your mentality or whatever. People are just going to, oh, he thinks he's God, this and that, And you can see, I drink tea during my splits. Something else that is different. So the choice is yours, my friend. Are you in the game to be nice? It's interesting. I remember a comment my dad, who I don't get along with, but years ago in China, he made this comment about, you're not there to make friends. You're there to advance your career, And I was making good money back then, and I don't get along with my dad, but when he's not with his fucking wife, he does say some good things logically, He just chooses to live this cuckolded lifestyle. And, back then I didn't really understand the importance of what he said. Because he never explained it, but now I do. And I just want to ask you guys watching this, do you want to be nice or do you want to be a fucking success? Only you can answer that. Later.